Here we go, it's picking up again. Oh, here we go. That's a snapper. Definitely a snapper. G'day, my name's Alex Bellissimo. I'm here for a rockfish for snapper. Fishing the wash for mixed species. My main target snapper, obviously. But you know something, when they do predictions on how big the swell is going to be, they said it's going to be 1 metre. And I tell you what, it's a fair bit bigger than 1 metre. It's more like about 1.5 metres. So just because you see the predictions of the swell being 1 metre on BOM or Willy Weather or whatever the actual weather station that you're looking at, it may be 50% or even 100% incorrect. So when you get down there, the best way to indicate that is by looking at the swell, being about 1.5 metres off the ocean level, 2 metres plus will determine roughly how big the swell is. So in this case, I'm about 2+ metres above the ocean level, and the waves are standing at nearly my head height, which means that it's well above 1 metre. Anyway. Okay, let's go fishing. So I'm swapping the shoes for spike boots now. Why wear spike boots? The reason being is because you don't want to walk around on that dark slime or that green slime and slip over. Why risk it? It's a little bit like some surfaces are slippery and some aren't. This is a part of the reason why a lot of people don't wear rock shoes. Steel spike boots, stretch on spikes, because they sort of get away with it. But there is times that you really do need it, because there's times that you can't see where you're stepping, especially if there's water coming over. And it can be quite bad outcome if it happens whilst there's waves coming and you need to retreat and you haven't got your spike boots on. So anyway, wear spike boots. Well, my camera person commented on my shorts, matching shorts with my pillies. So they're my lucky shorts. Well, I'll tell you what, I went to a few spots and I backtracked because it was too rough to go to my location that I want to go and fish. So just because you caught fish there in the past doesn't mean you just got to be hell-bent on going there. You just go for a plan B, plan C. Anyway, fortunately there's a few spots on the way back out. See how it goes. Okay, so you can't get to your best spot, doesn't matter. Not all is lost. 5,000 BGMQ from Daiwa and the Latio's gone. The Daiwa over there, 109 MH. So it's roughly about a 7 to 15 kilo. Ooh, there's some very big waves coming. So let's just turn around and check these out. A couple of big waves now. So this spot I'm fishing now, I'm about 3.5 metres above the water, so it's relatively safe. Okay, so I'm going to rig up. Well, here's a life jacket. Make sure that it's a AS4758, which is suitable for rock fishing as well. Hobie life jacket, very good. Now, look, I don't want to bore you with all these details, but the fact is that there's too many people drowning and there's too many people not wearing life jackets. Okay, you're a good swimmer. But what happens if you bust your head and you're knocked out, you can cast? Are you still a good swimmer? You've got to ask yourself these questions. You break a leg or something or an arm, you're bleeding a lot, and you're floating on top of that surface and you're managing to swim away even with one arm because maybe you might be that injured, and you're thanking your lucky stars because you've got a life jacket on. That's the way you've got to look at that. You've got to look at the worst case scenario, not the best case scenario. Unfortunately, a lot of rock fishermen think of the best case scenario rather than the worst. It often turns out to be the worst case scenario. And that's why you've got to treat rock fishing. Okay, so finally I'm getting out there. Well, first cast, it's about investigating what's going on. Where to stand, where to fish, what size sinker weights to use, how to fish it, and always keeping an eye out for the water. So about 350, 400 metres out now, there's some sets coming towards me now, and they're quite big. So I've already spotted those sets 10 seconds, 15 seconds ago, so I'm going to retreat now Plenty of time to retreat. Okay, here comes a wave now. Quite big, isn't it? Woo! Chunky. Okay, so now it's safe enough to get back out there. Here we go. Tiny snapper. Tiny little snapper. It gave me that typical bump, 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 bump. So I'm certainly undersized. It's about 28 centimetres. But still, it's my target species. Little snapper. I already know it's undersized, but look at those beautiful colours, the blue and reds, the pink. So there you go. 28 right on the tip. 28. That's definitely going back in. Just make sure when you're releasing fish, they don't bounce on the rocks. Try your best. Sometimes you can't help it. But if you try your best to avoid it bouncing on the rocks, it ensures that it can get away and survive. Oh! Bugger! If I can see that load up. Oh! This might be legal. Wow, that ripped off. No. Getting overly excited. I mean, it's getting towards legal, I'd say. Wow, it ripped off. It's funny, I get so pumped about it, even in tiny little snappers. I think this is under. Yeah, it's the biggest one of the day, 29 centimetres. It's amazing how much more they fight just 1 centimetre larger. Imagine how hard it'll fight when it's 31 centimetres. Please, give me a 31 or a 32 or bigger. Anyway, it's looking sort of promising. It's encouraging me to keep fishing. So back into the water it goes. Oh well. I had a bite from something that felt more like a pelagic. Here we go, it's picking up again. Oh, here we go. That's a snapper. Definitely a snapper. Mate, they're all just that little bit under, aren't they? They're all just that little bit under. So that'll be another 29. Yeah, see, 29, barely. So back in the ocean it goes. It was a pickup. I'd say it was definitely a snapper. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Is that a better fish? Oh, yeah, I think it is. Woo! Yes! I think finally Bellissimo might be on. Come here, dinner. Oh, yeah, I think it's legal. So I've got to try and get down there in between waves. It's a bad ledge. Oh yeah! Finally I got a legal snapper. How good's that? 34, 35 centimetres of prime Sydney snapper. That is so good. Ooh, big waves. Big waves, very nasty. So if I get a bunch of these, I'll be pretty happy. 3 or 4 of them. 3 or 4, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Bring it on. It's looking promising. Yeah, so it's like a pigeon pair snapper. Couple of snapper. That's looking really good. Oh. Ugh. Now that's the smallest one so far. So it's heading towards that low light period, and I'm just about to get a bite. I can just feel it right now. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm on again. Oh, it's just a better fish. Could be, but still not anything significant. Yeah, it's legal, I'd say. Oh yeah, come here, baby. Woo! It's very similar size fish, about that 34, 35, but look how high it is. That is so good. Okay, another one in the bag. So just a peeled prawn. All right, back out there. Okay, so I'm just, lines is tightening up in that wash now. Here we go. Quite a small fish. Or maybe not. You know something, I think that's legal. I think it's probably only just 30, but if it is only 30. Yeah, 31. So I might hang on to this one because it's just hooked down so deep. So that clearly scoffed down the 3-0. Wow, how good's that? Look how many fish I got now. I guess I am wearing my lucky shorts. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, this is illegal, I think. Oh, it's over a ledge. Oh. Oh, it's over a ledge. Oh, geez, it was over some nasty reef then. Ooh. Yeah, definitely legal. That's nice, it's about 35. That's well over. Woo! How good's that? Okay, fish number 5. It's actually turned out to be not a bad bag of snapper. That little snapper that was about 31.5 centimetres, it died, right? Fortunately, I kept it. It was over. It was just hooked down so deep. I tried to be gentle with it. It just shows you, right, that even if you don't yank on the line, like yanking on the line and it's down the throat, it's quite detrimental. Chances of survival is very slim. But being hooked just in the throat, chances of survival is pretty slim anyway. So if it's legal, you might as well hang on to it. I'm not encouraging you to keep small fish, but I'm just encouraging you to keep fish that are legal, that have probably got a good chance of dying anyway. Here we go. Pick up from a small fish. Oh! Ah, another small red. Fortunately hooked in the mouth. My camera person wants me to pack up, but I just don't want to pack up, even though they're smallish fish. Oh, there's a bigger fish. Oh! Oh, it's definitely a bigger fish. Actually took a run. Oh! Oh, what has got done? It's a very, oh, it's definitely a bigger fish. Okay, so I ended up with 5 beautiful snapper at the 35 centimetres. Got cut off by a decent fish. I reckon it was at least 45. Could have even been a 50 centimetre fish. Really rugged bottom out there. I felt the bomb, 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 bomb bounce as it was taking line as well. Took a few metres of line, then eventually cut me off, as you've seen. Mate, and it was the most timid fish of the outing too, funny enough. Look, 5 beautiful snapper, fantastic. I had to work hard for them, varied what my techniques were. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming soon. I'd just like to mention too that also, all the gear that we use will be in the actual description. So if you need to know what rod and reel setup there has been, it'll all be in the description. If you'd like to do a guiding trip, 0408 283 616, alex@bellissimocharters.com.au. In the description, I'll show you how to do it. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.